During Thursday's White House coronavirus task force briefing, the naval officer and admiral in charge of supply chain logistics for the government's response, explaining why bidding wars for critical equipment are being waged by state governments.
This product that we're moving is primarily commercial product that would enter the commercial system and be distributed through financial business transactions between hospitals and these distributors.
So just to clarify, that explains why states say they're bidding like they're on eBay, because the supplies are going to the private sector, and then they have to go there to get the supplies.
That's normally how things. That's normally how things work, right? So I'm not here to disrupt a supply chain.
Joining me now are NBC White House correspondent and Weekend Today co-host Kristen Welker and Reuters White House correspondent Jeff Mason. Kristen, first to you. We're not here to disrupt the supply chain. I thought that's exactly what they are there for. That's what FEMA is supposed to do, is lead the way.
And that's part of the mixed messaging, Andrea, that we have heard from this administration. Reporters have been asking about this bidding war that governors have been complaining about, have been saying it's such a large problem in terms of getting the critical supplies that they need for such a long time. And the White House has indicated that they wanted to address it. Yesterday, you heard the White House essentially say, look, that's the way it is. We heard that message not only in the soundbite that you played, but from the president himself, who essentially said, look, this is the way that things work. Jared Kushner, who came to the briefing room for the first time yesterday to address this crisis, essentially said, look, this is supposed to be our stockpile. That was met with some raised eyebrows. And there's no indication that the White House has a plan for dealing with these bidding wars that continue to complicate governors' efforts, they say, to get the critical supplies, medical equipment that they need to those doctors, to the nurses, to the medical teams who are on the front lines, Andrea. Now, there is going to be another briefing yet again today, so you can expect some more tough questioning around this issue. And of course, it also comes as the White House is signaling that they plan to, within the coming days, make a determination and order some of those hot spots to wear some type of face covering, people in those hot spots to wear some type of face coverings when they go out. But questions swirling around that, Andrea, when specifically is the announcement going to be made and who will it apply to?
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.